Off of this little viewpoint is actually a little temple that's at the end there. Get a good hold here, trust my lines, and that is looking backwards, and that's what I'm doing. Don't try this at home.
That is why you are an adventure traveler.
And it's funny, that is the main reason I went to China. That's quite the thing.
William Jan's joining me now. First of all, what are you wearing?
This seems to be very popular in some cities in China, and it was a little hard to find my size. It's still not perfect, but I figured I'd wear it for you because with these live shows I do, I tend to bring the outfits that are appropriate. And,
very good.
You know, when I lived with the Maasai, I had to dress like them, so the spear and the whole shebet. So.
Did you do a lot of jumping up and down with the Maasai?
I did a little bit, but not nearly as skilled as they go. It's amazing how high they hit and how hard they thud.
Yeah.
And when they're wearing rubber tire shoes, so it really seems impossible.
Yeah. So 25 years you've been traveling the world, taking photos and sharing your adventures with folks. What's this latest one all about?
This one starts in the Philippines and heads through China. It's a bunch of typical absurd things I'm tending to be taking risks others may not want to take. The Crucifixion Festival I went to in the Philippines, which is definitely vivid, and the funniest thing is, as crazy as it sounds, it's actually a family event. I also climbed some volcanoes, and of course that hike you saw there. I managed to sleep on the Great Wall, which is totally illegal, but a very, very cool story. And
wow.
yeah, so it's kind of undertaking some things others may wish to do, or others might want to go, I'm not doing that. I'd rather sit comfortably in an audience and watch you do it.
Okay, now we have some photos that you sent us that we're going to have to chat about. Oh, I love it. I think it's great. You fit right in.
Exactly.
So tell us as we go here.
This is northern Philippines, and that's actually towards this Banawe Rice Terraces trail I went and ventured through on my own. And this guy built, well, their family built their own little wooden bicycle. And
local
I just love
form
stuff
of transportation,
like
yeah.
Yeah, for moving wood downhill.
Incredible.
Even had his own little break. That's in China, Dragon's Backbone Rice Terraces, and my God, the people there work hard. It really is, you know, when we're whining about our shoes and stuff, and you see somebody in old little shoes carrying huge weights, it's very impressive. In eastern Tibet, Western China, I got to actually witness cataract surgeries, like I was in the full scrubs and stuff.
Right.
And this is a charitable group from Vancouver that does a lot of work with helping restore vision. And I had the great fortune of actually paying for this lady and two of her sisters' eye surgery. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, probably the best money I've spent, you know, buying their vision back.
Oh, that's incredible.
And this is a different shot of that Huashan trek, which it's probably about a 1,500 meter drop. It's not for everybody. I love that kind of stuff. Altitudes don't really throw me. But
now you're hooked on?
Yeah, although it's funny is I think it was back in 2006, it was just you hold on. And that's more my speed, but
yeah.
I appreciate the safety things.
I think I'd like to be hooked on.
Most do.
That is very impressive. Now, where is this exactly?
This is right near Xi'an, which most people have heard of for the Terracotta Warriors.
Right.
And it's quite the trek, but an amazing adventure. And the funny thing was, I showed up there on a weekday, and I remember thinking, oh, I hope somebody will be on the mountain. Like, it won't just be me. Because the shows they do are about people and those interactions. And it was like 25,000 people on the mountain that day. Everything in China is busy,
wow.
except this is part of the Great Wall that I got to, a pretty remote area, and managed, as I said, to sleep on it. Far
now,
from comfortable.
How did you manage that?
I just
skirted security a little?
Well, no, you know what it was? I arrived just before a major thunderstorm, and it is a pretty remote area. Not a lot of people go there. And because the weather was so bad, there was nobody there. And in China, that's all the more strange, to be on 21 kilometers of the wall completely by myself.
Wow.
Yeah, and I also ate some crazy things. I had balut in the Philippines, which is those eggs 4 days from hatching, and this is obviously a scorpion.
Yikes.
Very crunchy. And the volcano that from the Philippines that put 2 people in the hospital, unfortunately, for that.
On this hike that you were on?
Yeah, well, yeah. You never know what can go wrong. The one fellow who'd never really hiked much before and got sunstroke, and the other one was dehydration. So it's the nature of, I guess, adventure travel.
You have to travel smart, right?
You try your best, prepare as you can.
Where's your favorite place that you've been so far?
I really like Tibet for the people, although it's very challenging and very harsh. Burma for people as well. And I'm different than most. Most go to see landmarks and locations. I really get jazzed by the people I get to meet.
Nice.
And yeah.
Where's your next adventure taking you?
You know, I'm not sure yet. I've been toying about Russia, but I feel so immersed in this one after spending a year building the show, because it's multimedia with all the bits and pieces of video and stuff, that, yeah, I'm still glued on this.
All right, so we should tell everybody where they can come and see you doing your show.
Yeah, it starts in Courtenay on May 5th, then goes into Victoria on the 8th, Nanaimo's the 12th, which is Saturday as well. 2 shows in Vancouver, East Side, West Side, June 1st and June 8th. And I'm also doing the Tanzania one on the, June 8th. So it's May 25th, June 1st for the Vancouver ones.
Perfect. All right. And William has set up a little contest on his website for the Global Morning News viewers to win a couple of tickets. So,
so with that one, if you go to wrjphoto.com/global, and you have to key it in that way, you will find this little contest and you can enter to win tickets to any one of these shows.
Very good. Well, best of luck at your show. You usually sell out. I'm sure you'll do fantastically well.
I've had good fortune of that.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
Nice to
hear about your adventures, Wesley. Did you see some of